Okay, happy Saturday, everyone. Sorry about the issues with the camera and being a little late. Um, my coworker that I'm dog sitting for, they missed their flight from Turkey. So all morning I was on the phone with them trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Now everything is all settled, thank goodness. Which unfortunately they were supposed to arrive today, and now they're not going to be here till tomorrow, which is fine. I told them everything's good with the dog. We're just gonna clean and get ready for their arrival tomorrow instead. So it just kind of puts a little change to my plans, but yeah, they have a long trip ahead of them, so that's never fun. So what is everyone up to on this Saturday? Amber's here. Happy Saturday, Amber. Hope you're not working today. um, I do notice that. Okay, as long as you can see my screen. So what I wanted to do is just work with my little gouache paints a little bit. I'm trying to get better with trying different things. And even though I love doing colored pencils in my traveler's notebook, I want to start trying to use gouache more. So I just drew my little week here with my cat comics, and I figured we could paint a little bit while chatting. So it has been so hot here this week and humid and like thunderstorms every hour. It's been rough. So um, you won't be working for this. You were in a car accident, Amber. I'm sorry. Are you okay? That's crazy. And do you at least feel okay? It's always scary to have that kind of thing happen. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have the water cups there because then my arm's gonna be in the way every time I. Let me just move this. Sorry. Um, you have bruising. Oh my goodness. Well, that's good that your daughter wasn't with you because that's just like traumatizing. Um, Even if it's not traumatizing, it's just like something you don't want to have to go through unless you have to go through it. Well, hopefully you can just kind of maybe rest this week and take it easy. Did you go to the Did you have to go to the ER or anything like that? Ugh, I was on the highway. Ugh, that's like my biggest fear, to be kind of like on the highway and then you're stuck because the accident and you have all the cars like zooming by. It's just hang in there. That's horrible. I feel like people drive exponentially crazy lately. I don't know what it is. My coworkers and I were talking about this the other day. It's just like there's something in the air now about how people just like act in public. I don't know if it's from TikTok or whatever, but it's just insane out there. I don't trust anyone. I almost get hit like every day. I just see people pulling out of shopping centers and stuff, not even looking, like legit, not even looking, like turning their head. So I don't know. Everyone be careful out there. Like, yes, there's only so much you can do to protect yourself. I mean, accidents happen, but ugh, there's just something in the air. Taking my ambulance follow appointment. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Amber, and if it wasn't your fault, you make sure, you follow through with all that with their insurance company and save all your receipts. And yeah, that's. Hopefully, you got like the license plate or that you got their insurance info from the other person. So I'm painting my cat a little bit different than I would with colored pencils, but this is more along the lines of just kind of practice, right? Well, I'm so glad you're here. It sucks that you know, had experienced the accident, but maybe it just gives you some time to rest, um, do some fun journaling and planning, maybe cook something that like just is like a comfort food, have some hot tea. Also, when you're in those kind of situations, I highly recommend watching something really like fun and trashy. like the other night, was it on 4th of July? I just was like, I just dove into an old season of like Law and Order SVU, like from, it was probably like the season from like 2000 or 2001 or something like that. And it was just a throwback, and yeah. So Eamon's here. How are you, Eamon? We're just enjoying. It's Saturday here, which means it's Saturday night there, I believe. We're just working in my traveler's notebook, working with a little bit of the gouache paint that you can see here, instead of my usual colored pencils. Amber's recovering from a car accident, so hopefully she's on the up and up. And just a reminder, I have no idea what I'm doing with the paints. I'm not an artist, so we're just having fun. One thing I've already kind of learned is that it's hard to paint in really small spaces. So I think if I'm going to paint in my traveler's notebook, I need to draw my cat comic a lot bigger. So I need to clean the house for the people that are coming back and pack up my car, because after I pick them up from the airport tomorrow and bring them back home and kind of hang out with them for a little bit, I will be hitting the road to go up to Pennsylvania, and then I'll be going to New Jersey on Friday for a week. So it's just been a busy, weird summer. I'm really eager to go home back to Tennessee now. So let's use the brown paint for the coffee cup. So if anyone has any recommendations on any YouTubers that you watch that use gouache paint, especially like for journaling, please let me know. I did a quick search, and most of the videos that came up, it was kind of like, just kind of like what I'm doing, like journal with me, but not explaining like techniques. So I think I need to watch maybe a little bit more about gouache painting in general. But I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to like not care and just do it. Just be like, this is what it is. I'm not an artist. I'm just journaling. And I think I will have to buy a different gouache paint set, because I don't know if you can tell from this. It is really hard to get the lids off of the paints and get them in and out of these little cubes, and without getting it all over yourself. It is really messy. It is not comfortable or easy. Like, that's why I only opened a couple of the colors I plan on using, because I was dreading having to open more of these containers. So I probably want to get something that makes more sense. But I didn't want to do that till I actually, knew that I liked gouache paint, I guess. It was also my last day at the office at my current job, and it was very weird and surreal, because I'm still going to work for them part-time. I'm now officially part-time, and I'm going to be working mostly remotely, unless they need me to go somewhere when I'm not teaching. But it was so anticlimactic. I was in the office, there were a few other people. They never announced that I was leaving in any way. They never had a goodbye thing for me. They never sent out an email. And I kind of just was like, okay, it was nice working with you all. Like, see you online. It just was really not how I thought my end was going to be with them, because I've been with them for 9 years. So it was just kind of like anticlimactic, but that's neither here nor there. It's part of it, I guess. One thing I didn't think is if I want to mix the gouache colors, I should have got a little paper plate or something. That's okay. Oops. But other than that, I'm gonna watch some of your YouTube videos this week. I mean this weekend. Whew, sorry, my brain is messed up. I watched a really cool video. I think was it last night. Um, I forget the name of her channel. It's like Art by Emmy or Art M. She got this like giant toolbox from a hardware store, and that's what she put all of her journaling supplies and her art supplies in for her trip, her summer vacation that she's going on. And it was just so cool because I never thought of like getting a cool vintage looking metal toolbox, because when you open it up, it opens like with all these extra compartments and stuff, and she can store so much in there, including her traveler's notebook and all that stuff. So after the live, I will post the link to her video below. It was just fun to watch, and I hope she's having a fun summer vacation. I don't know. I always like watching like what's in my pencil case or what's in my tote bag videos. I like seeing what people travel with and carry around, or they just what they bring to their kitchen table while they're journaling. It's just fun to kind of see that and get ideas. So let's see if we can go in the window here with a little bit of white. I don't know if that's going to come out right. I'm going to make a little. Okay, mixed in with the black a little bit. So yeah, okay. So still dog sitting. She's doing very well. She's very happy. I will miss her. It's all good. It's definitely nice going on walks and stuff, but not in this heat. Whew. It's just rough out there. I think today it's just going to be like 90, which isn't too bad. But the humidity has been like 100% or whatever. And if you're going to rewatch this video on live, or if you're watching it now on live, don't forget to comment down below and let us know what you're doing this weekend, whatever your plans are. Maybe you're on vacation, maybe you're going to have a barbecue or do some journaling. Take some pink paint for the backgrounds here. Now I'm noticing it is smearing the Tombow marker, which makes sense because I guess this is, let's see if I can do it with one hand. This is water-based pigment ink marker, which I guess since gouache is part water-based, it is not going to work with a Tombow. So I need to think about that, don't I? Maybe that's why there's bleeding when I'm coloring. Okay, whew. Alright, so lesson learned. The gouache isn't going to work well with using a Tombow. Hi Coconut, how are you doing today? What are you up to this weekend? Let us know. So I guess I should stop using the gouache. We used it for one day. Whoops. Let's switch over to our trusty colored pencils, huh? Well, that was fun while it lasted. It's very on brand for me. So let me move this. And let's just take out our colored pencils here. Sharpener. And has anyone been watching anything good, or are you reading any good books or anything? We also like to talk about that on the lives, seeing what everyone's been up to in that regards. I just finished reading a book. It was really great. Let me find it. I just finished reading Shirley Jackson's The Bird's Nest. Definitely heavy and dark in a lot of ways. It's about a young woman in the early 1950s, it's when it came out, who has multiple personality disorder. And it's about the relationship between the doctor that treats her through hypnotherapy and the relationship with her aunt and what happened with her mother. It's just it's just really great. I was hoping for a dark ending because the whole book is pretty dark, but it's actually like a happy ending. So that I wasn't prepared for, but I still recommend reading it. And Shirley Jackson writes a lot of that kind of stuff. If anyone's ever watched, they did a movie, like a biopic about her related to one of the novels she wrote that starred Elizabeth Moss, who you might know from like Handmaid's Tale, Mad Men. I just thought it was a really good movie. And I literally knew nothing about Shirley Jackson until I watched the movie that Elizabeth Moss was in. So I just picked that up at the library, and it was a great read. Still kind of feels surreal that I'm not going to be going into this office anymore after 5 years. Well, I was here for 5 years, but I was abroad for the first 4 years. I worked for this office, but at a different site. So it's like a 9-year relationship so far. Oh, sorry, I don't think I'm in this camera. Last day at the office. And then on Thursday, I literally had 5 meetings. I had a meeting from 8 to 9, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. And then I had one from 1 to 2, but then I had one from 1:30 to 2:30. So I skipped that meeting. Like, I couldn't overlap. I was like, y'all, I can only be in one place at one time. So that was just like a day of like sitting and meeting after meeting, and yeah. And I will say so far that I think I enjoy doing my journaling with colored pencils way more than with anything else. So we might be sticking to that for a while. Maybe I will try the gouache with a different marker. But I don't know. It's like I don't want to give up so easily, but I really just want to enjoy myself and have fun. And yesterday I went for a haircut, and my friend came back from Portugal, and she brought these, like, she went to the small village and she got these jams, these like different kinds of jams made from like pumpkin or something. And we did like a jam taste testing and we ranked them and we scored them. It was really funny. We had a nice time. And then I got to see her new dog again, who was so cute. It's been a very dog heavy summer, hasn't it? What else can we talk about? Does anyone have anything they want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Whoops. I also only had one coffee so far today, which normally I would have made a coffee before we went live, but I just didn't get a chance. So after live, I will be getting some caffeine in some form. Let's do. Oh, Mon, from Monica, the journalist here. You have been meaning to bring out your second Travelers Notebook Weekly. Start doodling in July. I've been so lazy. It might be a sign to finally do it. Did you get the Avec with the July start date? So this is the one, yeah, that just started last week. And then I finished. My goal was to fill up every page, or not every page. I'm sorry, every day of some sort on the weekly. So even if I didn't doodle, I put a sticker or something, just to feel like accomplished. So that's what I did. Sometimes I just did a stamp or just some washi tape. Oh, passport. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you could use some doodling in your passport because it's a smaller size. It's not as intimidating, right? You can just do a little doodle. And Mon, let us know what you're up to this weekend, if you're doing anything fun or if you have any specific plans. Okay. So the gouache didn't turn out the way I wanted it, but that's okay. We're moving on. That's still good. You made it to April. Hey, I say any amount you do is good. You don't have to, you know. I wish I could keep up with it, um, but it's just with work and life, you just can't always keep up with it. There's nothing wrong with that. I admire all the people I watch who are so on top of their journaling and their planning, like every day that they fill their pages. I wish I could get there someday, but we'll see. I definitely need to when this semester starts at the university, I kind of need to figure out packing all my stuff because I'm going to be on campus pretty much every day, and I haven't decided yet if between my classes if I'm going to come home because I'm only about 10 or 15 minutes from campus, or if I'm just going to stay on campus all day, and then that way I could bring like my notebook or something, and when I have an awkward 40 minutes between something, I could just go and sit and work on my traveler's notebook, but I'm not sure about that yet. And we're gonna be cleaning today. Well, I don't really have to clean for my coworker. I don't know. I just feel like it would be nice to come home from vacation and your house be cleaned, right? So I'll just spend an hour or two to clean up everything. And I'm like making the beds and all that stuff. And I'll probably go to the grocery store for them just to pick up some things. Um, These are actually Dollar Tree colored pencils. So these are just from a cheap dollar store here. They were $1. These are I bought when they were $1. So now they're $1.25. Um, I just really like the mini size of them, and I've been using them a lot, which to me is a sign that the product is good. Like a lot of times you buy something and you don't really use it, but I've been sticking with these for over, how long has it been that I've been doing the cat comic? Was it 1 year or two? I can't remember how long I've been doing this. At least it was in July, at least last year, so it's been a year. And I've been using these every week for my traveler's notebook, and I've been happy with them. The quality is probably not the best, but I've had more expensive items and I don't use them. But when I find something that I actually like to use, I just take it as a sign. So yeah, these are just little mini colored pencils. And if you have a Hobonichi drawer pouch, they fit in, the little box fits in this compartment. And then I always keep a separate pencil sharpener for colored pencils, just because I don't want the colors mixing up with like regular pencils, and that fits in there too. And then I have my drawing pens and eraser over here, so that has been working out well for me. And I haven't really ordered anything from Travelers Company in so long. I saw that they're gonna have the canvas pouch again. What else are they? What else did I see? Something else is gonna be released. Um, is it the diner set again? I just haven't got anything new really ever since all like the new olive excitement came out. I don't know. You know, it's like they don't really release that many things. If Travelers Company made more items, like different types of items, I would certainly buy them. But they just don't make that many items, which I guess is part of their allure, right? They keep things limited. Okay, lost my red. Okay, here we go. So yeah. And I'm sure if you can have a chance to go like the Traveler's Factory in Kyoto or whatever, I bet they have way more items that we can get here. Okay, now we just have one more day left to draw for this week, and we're actually caught up for the week, which is great. So, how can I do this? I don't really know how to draw a dog. Let me see. Page 99. So I bought this book at Five Below when I was dog sitting. It was just like a fun how to draw things cute, and it was $5. So here's like how to draw this cute dog, which to me it doesn't even look like a dog, that looks like a fox. So I'm not going to go by this instruction book because to me that is no dog. So we're gonna pass on that. And we're just gonna have to draw it however we want. Maybe I'll draw her taking her for a walk. And a leash. Hey Jessica, happy Saturday. Let us know what you're up to today or this weekend, if you're doing anything fun. Oops, I forgot to draw his mouth. And then I will draw a sunshine because it was nice and sunny. But also hot. I'm dog sitting for a day longer than I thought because they missed their flight from Turkey. So they'll come in tomorrow instead, which is fine. That gives me the chance to clean and pack up and, you know, spend more time with the dog, which is great. I tried to use my gouache paint in my traveler's notebook, but I quickly realized that my Tombow marker is water-based, so it was smearing. So I need to work on getting one that is waterproof if I want to doodle with my gouache paint. And she's sleeping on the couch behind me, listening to me talk to nobody in the room that she can see. Hey Teresa, happy Saturday. Let us know what you're up to today. I kind of want to draw a tree just for fun. Because where I am is kind of more suburban and there's a lot of, there's like a trail. I've seen tons of different animals like frogs jumping out everywhere, lots of trees. It's been nice, but that means lots of bugs and stuff too because it's so humid. Nothing too exciting. Hanging out with family at home. Well, that's good, Jessica. That's a nice way to spend the weekend for sure. And if you're joining me for the first time, just a reminder, I'm not an artist. I just doodle a cat comic, a daily cat comic in my traveler's notebook about something that I did that day. And it's been fun, it's been therapeutic. I guess now I can kind of talk about, I'm not sure what my live schedule is going to look like in the near future because if all goes to plan, tomorrow night on Sunday, I will drive to Pennsylvania to see my family and I'll stay there for a few days. And then on Thursday night or Friday morning, I'll be driving to New Jersey and staying there for a week. I'll be at the shore, which will be awesome. But I don't know what that's going to look like, if there's going to be a lot of people visiting. I'm sure it'll be chaotic. I am going to bring my tripod and stuff in case I am able to do it live somehow. I will post on my community posts once I know, or maybe I'll just do maybe a journal with me, either on the bay or just take maybe some footage of the beach. And let's do a little blue sky, or maybe white sky. Just I'm not actually a beach person. Like, I get bored sitting on the beach, but it'll just be nice to be down there and be around other people and going for walks and just enjoying the salty air, and visiting. So I'm looking forward to that part. I will still be working, probably half days when I'm there, which doesn't bother me. I can log on for a few hours to do and catch up on some work and then log off. So maybe since we have it out, let's just paint a little bit around with the gouache paint and see how that looks. I really just want to be trying the salmon color. Is anyone thinking about using a new planner for July, since a lot of them have July start dates? And I saw a couple that actually have August and September start dates. Not the ones, your typical ones you see at Target right now, because it's back to school season soon. But I mean, I swore I saw one of the Japanese brands, I think it's Marks Inc. on jet pens, is going to have a start date for August or maybe September. I thought that was cool. Um, I've been using this happy planner that I posted a video about. I think it's going to end up being my class planner for when I start teaching in the fall. I like the big size of it. I like the disc bound kind of system. I don't like. I wouldn't carry it around. Um, it's just big, and even though it's big but not really heavy, it just half the time it wouldn't fit in like the messenger bags that I carry around or whatever. Um, I want to make sure I get something more along the lines of like my G-Boon Tetra Biz or this like Milty. I think I need to use something that's more portable. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be another thing on my list to kind of figure out. I did see some Lloydstrom planners at Barnes & Noble the other day that looked kind of cool. It was like a nice color. I don't know how the paper quality is. We talked about Moleskine paper quality before. I don't know. Like one of the reasons why I love my traveler's notebook is because you can tie it up and take it with you, right? That's one of the key features, and it's nice to carry around with you, and it's like your little something. But with the Happy Planner, with the disc bound and the size that I got, and also because it is disc bound and things can fall out and all that jazz, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense. There's just something like about being able to close it up and be on your way. So maybe I'll go back to like a Moleskine that has the strap. I don't know. I don't know if I said on my last live that I wanted to go to the Erin Condren store here because it's not far from where I'm dog sitting, and it closed down like recently. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if all the Erin Condren stores closed, probably because of like the rent is too high and stuff. But when I put it in my GPS, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go look at some planning stuff and stationery stuff just to feel inspired, and because there is a store here. And then when I put it in Google Maps, it was permanently closed. I was like, oh. And then I read in the reviews, like someone left a review a month ago saying like, blah blah blah, no wonder this store's going out of business. And I was like, oh, because when I was there when my niece and sister came, we had a nice time, and it was like fully stocked, and the employees there were super nice and friendly. So I don't know what happened. Maybe she closed down all the stores or something. So maybe we can supplement the colored pencil with some gouache painting. Let's see how that white looks. Maybe I'll add a little white and some blue for like texture. And then mix in some blue. And then I have been doing some long form journaling. I was talking to someone the other day, and he was talking about how in order for him to process things in his brain and figure out, make decisions about it, he has to talk about it with people, which resonate with me because I kind of realized for me, I have to write about it in my journal. And so I wrote about some stuff, and then once I put pen to paper, kind of, like, I'm like, oh yeah, right, that's what this is. So that was an interesting conversation to learn how people like process information. And for me, apparently, it's writing it down in a journal, and it's definitely with the physical action of writing, like with a pen on paper. When I type things out, it's not the same to me as when I write something with my hand. So I'm gonna keep journaling that way too. I'm currently using the Stology notebook, which, let's take it out and look, which I'm liking. I like the paper quality. I think the size is good, but it's a lot of pages. So I'm not going to be filling it up anytime soon. And my goal was to fill it up before I move on to a new notebook to try. But I think I'm going to break my rule and eventually try a different notebook in here. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have to fill up every single page with my writing before I can move on to another notebook. Sometimes you just have to adjust your goals. Okay, so I'm going to take more of that salmon and do some backgrounds. Paint might have dried out a little bit too, I'm not sure. Just to kind of add like some color, I'm not going to paint it in all the way. Actually, I think I'm going to do the same too for cleaning today. And as a reminder, if you watch this whole live and you get to the very end, comment below the word of the day, which we'll just call it, what should our word of the day be, guys? And also let me know if you want to do anything specific on a live sometime. Or you might just be happy watching me work on my traveler's notebook while rambling. But if there's something you wish you saw more of on YouTube, but you can't find a lot of the types of videos, just let me know. Maybe we can do it. Oh, Cheryl's here. Happy Saturday, Cheryl. You want to try painting your journal? Well, learn from my mistake where I didn't realize that my Tombow marker that I always use, I guess because it's water-based, smears with the paint. So we learned that the hard way, and I'll do a close-up shortly. I guess I need to use like a permanent marker when I'm drawing my cat. So that was fun to learn. We all learned it together on the live. And I don't know if I have any other markers with me since I'm traveling, but yeah. That's kind of the fun. I'm just gonna do a little bit of kind of layering on the colors just for fun and practice. And I mentioned before that I kind of just started gouache because I felt like I could control it better than watercolors. I feel like I'm really bad with watercolors. I don't know. I know that's very popular with the Traveler's Notebook folks, and even, Hobonichi, because, watercolors dry fast and it's great for when you're traveling and all that fun stuff, but I just feel like I can't get a hold of it right. So instead of like forcing myself to do something that I'm not comfortable with and I get more frustrated, I just decided to try something else. And then let's do a little bit of yellow background for the barbershop. I'm gonna mix it with something else. It kind of just adds just a little bit of color to the drawings. And let's mix it with a little bit of the salmon. See how that goes. All right, I feel like we accomplished a good week here. I didn't do tomorrow yet because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So we're just leaving it that way. Here's a little summary. Dog sitting, day off for 4th of July, last day at the office, lots of meetings, haircut, and my friend and I did a jam tasting thing. And I'd started cleaning today, and for the rest of the day I'm gonna be cleaning and packing up. So that's been my week so far here in my weekly regular size traveler's notebook. This is the weekly horizontal, if anyone was curious, and it's the Avec, so it started on July 1st. So, thank you everyone for joining me today. If you came in late, go ahead and rewatch the live and let me know what you think and what you're up to. I appreciate all of you who joined me. I always look forward to this. I think we have some fun. Maybe it'll also inspire you to go do a little bit of journaling today. And I think I'm gonna make a cup of tea and get back to cleaning. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.